This is a thing that I've thought about Silent for a long time. Usually in challenges, Ooh, should we do this one? Do this one. Fuck. Usually in challenges, I assume that I'm not going to do as well on Silent as I could, basically. Well, this is a good start. How much more often do I think I would win if I always got Wraithform from Whale as Silent? Wraithform isn't actually that good in Act 1. Wraithform is definitely a card that like scales with how good your deck is. Is there any widely known Slay the Spire rap? You know, my bash isn't upgraded, but I have a vulnerable pot. I have 2 strikes upgraded. I have a mayhem for Lagavulin. I have battle trance. I think I can just go here. I was planning to go this way, but it just doesn't seem necessary anymore with 2 strike upgrades and then a heal. Instead of playing fast, playing well. I want to be super clear. I'm not playing that well. Like maybe playing okay sometimes. I think I use Skill Potion next turn. I wonder if Second Wind is just better than Power Through. It's typically going to block for a lot, right? Here's the deal. I can play this line. Take 1, and I don't have 2 wins on my deck. Seems okay. Ow. Hey, Crucial. Hey, Crescent Method. Yeah, I guess when I say that I'm not playing that well, I should maybe consider that I've had a 15 and 16 streak in my last 200 runs. I could be playing better, that's all I'm saying. It's sort of tricky though, because I think that I play Spire best when I'm letting my intuition do things. And letting my intuition do things has a cost. Like it means that I don't slow down and think about turns nearly as much and stuff like that. Fuck it. Mummified Hand Juggernaut? I don't see why not. Iragon, thanks for the 10 months. How's it go on a 43-mile hike today with a friend? Like, are you finishing it today? Are you beginning and ending it today? Or are you leaving with Hence on your back? Sounds like fun. In 14 hours. Wow. That's a lot of miles in one day. As someone who has walked like half that far in 3 days. Piece of pie. Just take out Pommel, I think. Don't think I need Berserk all that much. I feel like I always lose the rounds where I get Juzu Strawberry in Act 1, but also I got a Mummified Hand and an Anchor, so maybe I'm okay. Do I have a specific strategy during the challenge? Try to win lots of Slay the Spire runs? I feel that I am very in tune with my own learning and performance processes in my brain. It lets you cheat a lot by applying your logic, my logic, without you having personal understanding. Interesting. You had your first semi-pro gig as a DJ last night. That's very cool. It was tremendously cool. I'm glad it went well. I'm just trying to work out if I can skip this. Fuck it. It's definitely not the strongest relic. This is always Red Skull, but if you'd like, I could pretend that I'm gonna take Prismatic Shard for a bit. I'm pretty sure it's always Red Skull. The relic doesn't synergize very well with the other things I'm doing, but it's Red Skull, so. Red Skull likes some strawberry, actually. Take Power Through and Fire Breathing. What if I meant to take Power Through and Fire Breathing, actually? And just, like, that's my deck. Very slow. I'm really leaning heavily on my Battle Trance right now. It's really cool, though. Let's try it. That's also a Slime Boss act, so the fire breathing will be nice. What about Shovel? What about Shovel? I think I played the wrong one. It's fine, I'll just take damage. Gosh, I actually took damage. Take 2 there 25% of the time with how I did it. Take 2 25% of the time all the time. Yeah, I don't like change. Guess I could have taken a sword boomerang if I had my whatchamit-hoozle. That means Red Skull for people who don't speak whatever language that was. Any tips for how to slow down? You play the game so fast. I read so high and I was like thinking that maybe that was your problem, but I see now that it's part of a sentence about something else. The way to slow down, just like in life in general, is to just slow down. Like, you literally just go slower. I know that that's not a useful answer really, but you simply don't do the first thing that you think, and instead you wait and see what you think next. So like guys, thanks for 42 months. There's no like secret to it. I guess the big thing to realize is that it isn't like that when you first think about what you want to do, something different happens. It's just that after you've first thought about what you want to do, you don't do it. You just sit there and don't do it for a while. Hitachi, thanks for the 9 months. You like my tweets? Oh no. Not my tweets. I might be dead here. How do you know if you need to slow down? You don't. You just like always do it. See what happens. Probably just as good to split now as next turn, right? Be better to split this turn than next turn. I do not have Juggernaut in play. Rude. Not even Jorbs likes his tweets. Hard to like Twitter. This is a good hand next turn. Antelope, thank you for gifting a sub to RTZ. You heard Twitter Sugma? What's Sugma? This is definitely either Reaper or Fiendfire. I think with Mayhem it might just end up being Reaper. It's not like taking Reaper's bad. Mayhem seems like not a great thing to put in the same deck as Fiendfire though, huh? I wonder what you're meant to do when you get Mayhem on floor 0. Maybe you're just not meant to take Mayhem on floor 0. Sure seems like a lot of Ironclad's cards get worse with Mayhem somehow. Like Feed, I think, is worse because of Mayhem. Reaper is maybe worse because of Mayhem. Fiendfire is close to unpickable because of Mayhem. Headbutt doesn't work with Mayhem. You draw 5 cards first. I don't actually think my deck's very good right now. Mummified Hand's gonna have to do some work, maybe. Actually analyzing what your deck is like at the beginning of Act 2 is like a thing that's good to do. I often like don't bother. Like especially if I get Pandora's box, I just like figure I'll work it out as I go. But it's probably useful to spend some time on it. Mr. Pinchy Claw, thanks for 25 months. Cool border. Is it fun to do? Always feels like a very restrictive behavior. Like a limiting behavior. It slows down how quickly I can play. Doesn't really improve my knowledge of the game. Increases my win rate though. It is a dangerous act. I think maybe I'm meant to get to here, and then there's safe stuff over this way, or we commit to this, which forces 2 elite fights. If we're feeling it. But that seems better than... I don't know. This way it just gets nothing, right? Unless... I guess this is like the same as this, though. Maybe I will go this way. The thing is, I want the shot. I don't really want the shot. Let's just do this. Ironclad has the fewest cards which are universally good when played. Maybe. I don't know if that's true. I think there are definitely Ironclad decks which end up just clicking on every single card in their hand. Like if you have Corruption, for example. I didn't see that that defend cost 1. Whoops. Ornamental Fan Juggernaut. One of the less known synergies in the game. 3/3/4. Oh, but that costs more energy than I have. Just hit here. Hit here twice somehow. Did not bug out and hit twice. Unlucky. Carpenter thanks for the 9 months. Sable tip. I might only play like 1 run today. I don't know, we'll see. Just don't expect a ton, is what I'm saying. I think I do this. Obviously it gives up on feed, but it saves me some health immediately, and it removes the shield for Reaper, which kinda matters. Bubble Tea, thanks for 26 months! And Sun Glitters. Wow. That's a really good card award. Thank you, Sun Glitters, for the raid. Hope you're well. This card reward keeps getting better because I saw Reaper and Shockwave and I was like, both of those are incredibly good. I want both of them. And then I saw the Evolve and I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. I have a Fire Breathing in my deck. I'm pretty sure that I'm taking the Shockwave or Reaper. I do have Mummified Hand and Fire Breathing, so it's like a very reasonable evolve. Poison Burger. Fresh Vine Apple. Hey, Funk Doctor. Garlic Breath Glitters. Is your Twitch chat bullying you, Sun Glitters? I have to give them a talking to. I can be a very, like, disappointed dad type figure. Shockwave Reaper Evolve. You were playing a game where you kept getting garlic. Was it Vampire Survivors? Is that the problem, Fresh Pineapple? I was playing Vampire Survivors offline last night. The game is fun. Truesque. I will try my best to enjoy some spiring today. Thanks for the 300 bits, Fresh Pineapple. How many hours is Vampire Survivors fun for? It's one of those games where you can just turn your brain off and click on things, which is really nice. I don't know what I want. I think I want Reaper again. I'm gonna take Reaper again. At this point, even though I have Juggernaut and Fire Breathing, I'm very happily taking Strength. Especially with like Snecko-Eye, Demon form is a lot more playable, yeah. This shop has a Shockwave. If I cared about that Shockwave, I think I'm just getting rid of another Strike. You overvalue healing, so Reaper is always your pick. I think it is unclear. If you are... I should have played the Strike first, huh? If you are always playing... always taking Reaper, I don't actually think it's clear that that means you overvalue healing. I don't think that always taking Reaper is a very large mistake. And slide the Spire. I think it's just like a slight mistake, but... okay, it's like a bit of a mistake. Having thought about it slightly more. This is a bad hand, huh? This hand is just kind of not good. Brimstone's downside too big on Ascension 20. I don't know why you're asking that question. Do not know why you're asking that question right now. Was there a Brimstone in the shop? Brimstone is certainly not very good in this deck, which deals damage with Juggernaut and Fire Breathing. Although I guess it has double Reaper, like I said. Wait, I didn't kill. Oh my god. I'm like asleep. It's unfortunate. Kinesis, not an unreasonable card right now. Just take it, I think. I wonder what card is the least mistake to pick. Maybe Corruption? On Ironclad? I don't know is the answer. We figure out how many defrags is too many? It's kind of hard to get too many defrags. I am losing some extra damage on this floor. Some extra life. I am taking some, look, whatever. You understand what I mean. Interesting. I did not consider that I shouldn't deal damage last turn in case I drew armaments and feed and couldn't play armaments because of Juggernaut. I don't know. Can I just like go do the elite fights? I gotta be close. I do kind of suck at blocking. If I wanted to upgrade right now, I guess it would be like Juggernaut or Fire Breathing. Those are not that incredible as upgrades. Hey, thanks for the 5 gifted subs, Icosaplex. Have I been following the Bryn Cali stuff? Yeah, since like 2008 or something. People are cheating at online poker? No. No way. So Mal makes the 25 months. Let's do this. Seems hard to get feed off in this deck. Not that hard. I have good card draw. Also perhaps not that easy. Yeah. Interesting turn. It's actually a really interesting turn. Armaments Energy Pot Power Through is not a bad option. But I could make some tremendous mistakes with my life instead. I just want to play Mayhem. A little bit concerned that I don't kill it if I go Armaments Power Through, and then I take more damage the next time I get attacked. Yeski, Hercules thinks the 9 months. Am I going to watch a high-stakes poker thing with Twitch streamers tomorrow? That event's a joke. Didn't even invite me. Why do I say yeah? Do you not say yeah? You should try it. Alright, that's like whatever. The dream here would be to not die next turn. Is it weird to say that I really wish I had the boot right now? This has been an interesting experiment in playing Slay the Spire again so far. Immolate is a card. Uppercut's also a card. I think I like Uppercut more here. Definitely don't hate Immolate. Maybe just take Immolate. Maybe if I take Immolate, I can kill Slavers. Hit an IV. Tough punch, strong links to the 3 years. How good is Skip? It's very clearly worse than Uppercut. It's probably worse than Immolate. Nice, Queen. That very much counts. I don't know. Are we gonna get to a point where we can kill Reptimancer some other way? Maybe just with big attacks for daggers? I hope so. Let's do this and take the safer path. It's maybe a little bit boring, but hopefully it will result in us surviving. I could probably take Clothesline as well. Deck needs to get better at blocking, better at making energy, better at scaling, better at drawing cards, and needs to become a better lover. But other than that, it's doing great. Lock this log thinks of 20 months. Early Searing Blow. Probably play this one when I draw it quite often. Took it because I needed a week. I didn't remove Clothesline, I just took a Clothesline. So the exact opposite, actually. Why would I not take Demon Form, True War Wiz? Let's just get rid of a strike again. Do that instead of getting a relic. Actually, I'll just take a Volf this time. It seems fine. Welcome, friend of the trees. Snecko is a snake and a gecko at the same time. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I might have to power potion now. Probably do it next turn. could have waited for armaments, I guess. That was a good power potion, though. It gave me like 7 million energy or something. Seems useful. Kinda wanna just play Reaper. Yeah. I'm never gonna get more than 12 health off Reaper, right? Guess I could armaments it. In theory. So in theory it would be possible. Oh, I played Battle Trance off Mayhem. Okay. This turn seemed fine. Shouldn't die to Hyper Beam. Might die to stuff after Hyper Beam though. Nah, looks like I'm good. The Evolve did a lot of work here. Alright. I'm gonna take an Impervious, probably. Could think about Exam. Definitely not a bad card here. I have a Feed, I have Reapers. Just feels like Impervious is better. Snecko Runic Pyramid. A very brave choice. There's no fourth energy. So I guess I'm just taking Pandora's box with a mummified hand. Feels like a really good Pandora's box. We have a Disarm and a Flame Barrier for a bit of block. We have a Demon Form for our Reapers. We have a Fiend Fire for some reason. I don't know. I'm sure we'll use Fiend Fire to good effect somewhere. And an Inflame and Double Evolve. So 4 powers with Mummified Hand out of our Pandora's box. And a Disarm so that I can pretend not to die to Awakened One. Have you considered simply high rolling? I could maybe remove like 1 or possibly 2 of my evolves. I need to clean my glasses, but I would have to like go get the thing to clean my glasses with. That seems like a lot of work. It's tough sometimes. Am I wearing a shirt? You shouldn't clean your glasses with your shirt. You will get scratches on them. I guess I don't want to play Mayhem Hall. What is going on in this fight right now? Something weird. Insanius, thanks for the 2 years. Very welcome. Glad I could be that for you. Okay. I feel like I would have just gotten 4 max HP out of this fight almost every time if I'd taken Ixiom. I could take Whirlwind or Repto. I'm gonna assume that I just solved that fight by my deck being good. Seems like a not unreasonable assumption. You buy your glasses, buy the half dozen for $20 each. Gotcha. Maybe I should just do that. What are the dog days? Is it the dog days of summer? Is that the line? I feel like it is. Dog Days is a Gorillaz album. That's cool. Have 2 shops? Hello. Apotheosis doesn't do that much. Dark Embrace, probably worth buying. Burning Pact? Abacus? Just go to the next shop. Med. Yep. Hello? Okay. Or who is in the sky? Who the fuck is Sirius? And what is Sirius doing in the sky? This deck's fucking broken. It's a good turn 1. The guy from Harry Potter. Gotcha. That makes a lot of sense. I'm starting to think maybe this deck isn't actually very good. Concerning. I have a Fiend Fire in my deck and a Mayhem. Remember when I said that I should probably avoid doing that? Interesting. Molten Egg has finally arrived. Okay. Am I actually dead to Awakened One? Should we talk about this sensibly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 powers. That's a lot of powers. I have 1 disarm. Yikes. I think I will pass on this, maybe. Maybe I don't need that so much. Sure. It's like okay. We go to the question marks because they on average take less time than the hallway fights, even though the hallway fights give 4 max HP and are just sort of objectively better. See, this is going to give me like a curse, which is hilarious. Don't really want that card. Definitely don't want to regret. Hand of Greed? Fuck it. Why not? About sinks to 23 months. How dead am I next turn? Okay, I'm glad that I got to play that. Unexpected pineapple things to 22 months. Hey, Cedric the Frog. There is an Ascender's Bane in my deck that I would like to draw. This kind of works too, right? Just a lot of correct ordering of cards there. Chemo Feed sort of saves health. I mean, it does save health. There's a chance I get to play Feed, though. Easy. Never doubted. Never doubted. It's quite a lot of evolves. If I play enough copies of Evolve, will I turn into a crab? It's always the question here at Jorbs TV, will he, won't he? Will he, won't he? Yum. Sure. Don't want more powers, but do you want Feel No Pain? I mean, apparently I just want more powers, given that I just took a barricade. I don't know. I just play Mayhem. I don't see how it could kill me. Nice Reaper. Thank you. I healed to full health. Pandora, thanks for the 15 months. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. I think if your buff bar touches the enemy's buff bar, you should win the fight. Thoughts? I think that would be a sensible change to the game. That would be an interesting mod character mechanic, actually. That would be sort of hilarious. Is it still kind of the Act 4 elite fight where you're closer? Yep. It's their own fault. They shouldn't have gotten closer. Basically just defect 2.0. Fair. Fair. That is kind of defect. Can your relic list require a second row? It just goes on to the next screen. It's basically Jorbs parasocial. I think a lot of things are basically Jorbs parasocial. No! Fire breathing, you're too powerful. Didn't get Awakened One, which seems better than getting Awakened One by quite a long way. I think it would have been fine, but I would have had to actually, like, think at all, which I cannot say for this fight. Site does not seem like one for thinking. It's the buff that reprogram needed, is it? Reprogram doesn't even give you like unique buffs though. It changes your focus, strength, and dexterity, which are already things you can easily change. Yeah, I'm tiny metaphorically. I'm doing okay. And I did have a good birthday. It was an excellent birthday. Steals too much damage. Whoops. I went to Hand of Greed as well. Obviously the reason that I took Hand of Greed when I did was so I could get 25 extra gold in this site. Although it's not as easy as you'd think. Imagine if you played power through and all it did was block for 20 for 1 energy, and it didn't also deal damage and draw you cards. Couldn't happen to me. The biggest mob bank I've ever had, when I was a child, my parents got me an inflatable, like, bouncy castle for my birthday, and it was in the shape of a mob bank. I was the most popular child in, well, the world, probably. I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing here? Oddly smooth stone? Blood potion? Somebody pick something. I don't want to think anymore. Run should be over. I'm using my backseating safe word, rhubarb. Blood potion and smooth stone is what I read. That works for me. Rhubarb is over. No more rhubarb. Spaghetti pudding. Ew. Ew, that's gross. That's a good evolve draw. Oh, everything costs 3. It's an awkward amount for everything to cost. I figure a lot of people watching don't actually know my safe word, so, you know, seemed necessary to be explicit. Why does every card in my hand cost 2? Like, What is this garbage? I'm not even sure I wanted to play Fire Breathing. So how this works from here is I heal to full off Reapers. And with Barricade in play, I might actually want the fight to go like a little while. Don't know. Maybe it's over this turn. Counterpoint. That is a strong counterpoint. Another Hand of Greed proc. That card was just an excellent pickup. I'm gonna take it in Trench. Plug it. Probably better. What's happening here? Maybe I'm happy? I'm not that happy. Probably happy enough. What would the Corrupt Brain fight look like? I think I've had a Corrupt Brain quite a lot over the last 34 days. Would certainly be cool to draw Disarm. This is also a good one to draw. Happy enough with that. Do I just Fiend Fire? I have one Evolve in play that's like honestly plenty. Just cuts a bunch of chaff out of the deck and lets me entrench a bunch. Seems good. I don't think I'm playing any of these cards. I guess I could Impervious, but then I lose the ability to stack block with Entrench using it. I see everything costs 3. So the trick here is to not die somehow. I'm sure it'll go great. Does anyone else enjoy the first act way more than the others? I think Act 2 is objectively the best act. And if anyone disagrees with me, they're wrong. Unfortunately, Ink Bottle ruins everything here. Still like to play this, I guess. This now. Yeah, Act 3 is terrible. I mean, everyone can agree on that. Just bad. Oh, actually it was bad to use the potion because I can overheal with Reaper. Didn't think that all the way through. Get owned. Get absolutely round. You're not owned. I'm glad you're not owned, AJ. I'm glad, and you know what? I believe you. How many channel points do you need to spend to see me dance to this song? 0. Simply do some visualizing. You can always visualize in your own head. Actually, that's not true. Some people can't visualize in their own head. Take it back. What's the heart connected to? Probably the ceiling.